What is good, YouTube? Yu-Gi-Oh Vendor here, coming with a deck profile. I'm going to update my Thunder. Obviously, it's going to change. We don't know exactly when the ban list coming out, but it's supposed to come out maybe Monday. And this is my build before the new ban list. And even if the ban list don't really touch Thunder Dragons, you can just use this build depending on how I get hit. But depending on how I get hit, I do a re-update in the future because I will have to play test and change some things around depending on the format, and also depending on if I keep the deck. If you want the core, I am selling it for people that don't know or just watching my YouTube channel for the first time. If you want the core of the Thunder Dragons, I am selling them. But at the end of the day, let's get into the profile. First, you got 3 Hawk. Not really debatable. Card is amazing, allowing you to stem your board and, set up combos. You got Thunder Dragon Aurora, one of the most important ones because it's the card that continues to wreak the most havoc when it comes to Thunder Dragon. Just so good, so strong, and easy to get on board. Dark. Allow you to get another Thunder Dragon card when you need it, including itself, so you can pop with Titan. Easy to discard, so you can summon Colossus. Very important at 3, just because of those things. Obviously, OG Thunder Dragon. Basically, get your Titan activated, allow you to activate a card from your hand, which is him, which allow you to summon Colossus easy. It's good when you side in Twin Twister because you always got something to discard to pop back row. This is one of the better ones. I like it, considering that it's effective so simple. Another thing that we play is the Triple Matrix. Is it important to make sure your cards can, increase their attack so you can protect them, allow you to use a Thunder Monster from your hand. So it's good with Colossus and Titan to use the effect. Easy card to get in the graveyard, even if you normal summon and link it off of Link Karibo. It allows you to get a monster in the grave so you can banish to protect your Titan and Colossus. But also, if you banish it, you can always bring it back with Duo in your deck. So it's easy to recycle and reuse and get it whenever you need it. I cut my Duo to 1. No specific reason. I never had a problem with 2 Duo, but I had changed some things and I had to cut something to keep it at 40. And even though you don't technically need 2 Duo, it is a card that I use a lot because you want to grind with it. It's hard to get over attack wise, and the fact that it recycles your engine and it banishes so you can plus. And then after that, you just reuse the same card. So it's very essential to how I play, but you only need 1. And if you do get it banished or you do get removed, it don't really matter. You can always get it back from the grave and from the banish zone. So there's no real panic unless you play Desires. Triple Battery Man, and I still do play Triple Aloof. You kind of need these cards. I'm kind of surprised people cut these just because for you to play and for you to combo off a lot, especially with this the master rule not being active until April, I believe. You got to find a way to get cards in the banish, get cards on the board, and these cards allow you to do that, and it allows you to grind and play through every hand. So even if you get ashed or hand trapped, I do play Called by the Grave though, but you still want to be able to combo and get a good board established. And playing 3 of each, you want to see these cards so you can have your board established and get your combos going. So even if you get hand trapped, you can always get another one and use it again, or you can use it the next turn. So you want 3 of each. To me, that's just how I play, but this allow you to play Yu-Gi-Oh with this deck. The best hand trap, 3 Ash, no real debate about that. That's what we all play. 2 Fusion, I had 3, but I never tested it, but I kept it at 2. This card is amazing, allowing you to search, allowing you to recycle your resources, allowing you to summon strong monsters basically for free, because you get all the cards back, especially if you play, like I said, the Duo. So I don't really have much to complain. This is one of the better cards in the deck, and it's one of the best fusion cards that has been made. Talking about fusion, I still do play the 3 instant fusion because I want to see it. Because like I said, if you don't have solar, and if you do have solar, it's just a lot better summon Katamari attack so you can keep going off and push for a better board. So either way it go, you still want to play the 3 instant fusions just because you want to be able to get a good board established. And Katamari attack allow you to do that, and it allows you to play with aloof and with battery man solar and help you make a better and bigger board. So I think 3 is important because you do want to draw it, you do want to open it, so you can combo off even if you don't get the solar or the aloof. And then allure, good for dark, good for roar. Don't really have to say much about this. This is a draw card that says you can draw 2 by banishing 1 dark, and on top of that, you can use it multiple times in a turn. You ain't gonna really find a spell card that works as well as this card in this deck. Plus, it's just so good if you even if you side in the shifters, what some people do and I do. Um, you definitely can just banish these if you don't really need them or you can't play them. So you can just banish a card you don't need for 2 more cards. I do play the, like I said, the triple call by the grave. This is becoming a must play card in Yu-Gi-Oh because so many decks relying on the graveyard bringing back and sending, and then everybody use hand traps. This card just has become so valuable in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. It's a staple. I think every deck should be playing this card just because how the format is and what decks are great. Banishing cards and keeping people from going off, keeping people from extending plays and they boards. This card does that for you, plus protects you. One Ghost Heart. Not really need to explain about that. And I play the triple impermanent. Highly recommended. At the end of the day, just negates, allows you to surprise your opponent, allows you to stop them from going off, or allows them to waste a normal summon, and then you go off and you can cripple them or finish them. So this card is important like Ash. You want to be able to stop your opponent from establishing a board, making a board, and extending a board. And if you can do that, you can just grind through or OTK by going off your turn if they don't have any hand traps. And the best part about this hand trap, you don't have to worry about getting called by the grave, so that makes it good too. Extra deck, pretty simple. Triple Titan. I think you need this more than Colossus, just because stopping people for building boards is more important right now. Because most decks is most decks are not searching, they're summoning through the field. I mean, summoning through the deck or summoning through the hand. So at the end of the day, you can stop them from extending their combos with Titan just by blowing stuff up and popping monsters in back row. I think that's a little bit more important than just stopping your opponent from searching. But that's just how the meta is right now with Orcus and stuff. But Colossus still do beat roll decks and still is pretty beastly because you can summon them so easy. And if it do stay at 3, it's going to really be even better and easier to play and summon with the new Master Rule changing. So at the end of the day, this card is still important. But Titan, to me, is the card that really make a difference just this format so far. For the Instant Fusion, need that. For Instant Fusion, you need Thousand Eye Restrict. I also would say about this card is important just because it allows you to send cards to the graveyard without destroying them. So that's very important. Boar Sword, you know this card. OTK, Borlo, you know this card already allows you to steal Titans and Colossuses. And Unicorn, non-destroying removal. Phoenix backer removal. Some summoner allows you to play into the new Master Rule. It's essential, and it is a card that continues to allow you to summon roars and everything for basically discarding to a card to the graveyard. And it is a Thunder, so that's important. Link Rebo just for the Matrix. And B-Cop, this should be an IP Masquerena, but I don't own one. But it is a generic Link too, with allows you to use your aloof to go into a Link 2, so you can have the arrow, so you can continue to summon your Thunder Dragon from your extra deck. So that's important, and that's the main reason why I play it. So let me know what you guys think about the deck, what I can improve, what I can change, and what ratios I should utilize, or just give me advice. And if you like the deck profile, just like it. If you agree with something, disagree with something, just let me know. You don't have to be a dick about it, but I would like to hear it. And I know, like I said, I don't have the Appaloosas, I don't have the IP, but you don't really need it in this deck because you already got your main combos or the Thunder Dragon monsters. You just have those to make plays better. But at the end of the day, it's just about summoning Colossus and Titan and just trying to stop your opponent from going off, or just stunning them. And the hand traps and the support cards really do that for you. So I'm not gonna. I never show my side deck, so that's not gonna be shown. But this is my deck profile. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Yu-Gi-Oh Vendor, I'm going.